Hello, everybody out there in Facebook world. We are coming to you live from QBC in Vegas. How exciting. It's day one today, and they're just getting everything round up. And so this morning we've got some special guests and interviews, and our first of the day is Omry from Anchor. So,
hello, everybody. Thank you for joining. I hope this is going to be beneficial for you.
Absolutely. So for those of you out there who haven't heard of Anchor, because Anchor was new to me, really, 2 months ago.
Yes.
It's only been about 2 months that we've been speaking, 3 months, something like that. But yes, I absolutely love it. And of course, on brand, purple, and one of the colors of Anchor is purple. So Anchor was born out of a problem that you yourself had felt. So, and I love the apps that are like that. So tell everybody about the problem and the solution.
So I think, much like probably most of the people listening, I don't enjoy collection calls. I don't enjoy manual billing, and I don't enjoy not getting paid for my work. And this is exactly what happened in previous businesses we had. We had a consultancy business, a software business, and regardless of what we've done, we always felt that we need to chase that. It always took bandwidth in our mind, like when are we getting paid, who didn't pay, like it was always around. So billing was never just the end of the month thing. It was a constant thing. And when we looked outside and we saw this is solved for SaaS products, it's solved for e-commerce, for point of sale, but service providers, whoever service people, like is being left out of this technology solutions, and most of that occurs because it's manual processes, so that our clients cannot trust the invoice, they need to validate it, and we looked into how we can actually automate it so that it's solved, that billing is no longer manual, it's fully automated, and the default is that you're getting paid the minute the job is done or according to whatever terms you set, and not the default is you do the work and then you need, unless proven otherwise, you're being paid. So just changing that default is you're being paid automatically, and still keeping it dynamic. So maybe we can. So this is what we've done. We're an autonomous billing system that automates everything from the proposal stage through collecting the payment method, generating an automated invoice, collecting the money, transferring the money to you, and reconciling it all in one place. And hopefully getting you more freedom and more bandwidth to real business.
No, absolutely. And what I think is really unique is because there's a lot of payment solutions out there, is that you do start right from the beginning, from the proposal stage, and it goes all the way through. And most of us should be, although I know we're not all doing this, but billing in advance, but there's still a manual process to that. And, on my end, I still have a couple of other apps pulling everything in to do things because there's a manual portion of it that leaves room for error, and I'm human like everybody else. And every couple of months, I'm like, oh, I updated one and I forgot to update the other. And you're right, this is just, it's beautiful right from the beginning. And what I love is you don't have to now go and ask and wait for the person to send you their banking information or their credit card information, because it's automatically in there. Your system asks for it, right?
Sure.
They accept the proposal, they accept the terms, then they enter the bank information immediately, and it just goes all the way through.
For us, it was very critical to take us as business owners away from the equation of dealing with the money, because when you're providing a service, a big part of your value is the relationship that you have, the trust that you have, the energy. This is a big part of what we're, it's part of the package. And whenever there's talks about money or things that, oh, you didn't pay this or we need to chase it, it always adds friction to the relationship. And more than anything, it's like the least efficient thing.
Yeah.
So we looked into how to solve, to really solve it. We had to start before the billing even begins, before you send an invoice.
Yes.
So matching the expectations, and even getting paid in advance doesn't solve this, all the issues, because some of it you can take, so you take it from in advance, but a lot of it is something that, things change. You started a process with someone and they say, yeah, this is my cleanup, and then you lift the hood and then say, oh, that's not the cleanup you told me. What do you do? So the minute you have their payment information in place and the system is dynamic, meaning it can accommodate changes, and you can just say, okay, it's $1,000 instead of $700, your client gets it and say, yeah, approve, done. It's becoming part of a binding agreement, and will already join, the next billing cycle or be paid immediately. So the objective is to send it and forget it and not deal with it, so that the system will actually deal with everything that revolves around money.
No, and that's really important too, because there have been times where just on our own, again, we're just adding something, there's a change of scope of work, there's something, and I'm like, okay, I'll send it later, let's just do the work, because again, it's a manual process, and you're right, in your system, it is so simple to just go in, do it, click it, it's gone. And then you also have a dashboard that clients can log in, and they can see everything as well. They can see their past invoices, they can see all that. So very similar, when you and I first spoke, you said it was very similar to like a Spotify or Netflix on the dashboard and the way the billing goes and whatnot, so that it's just...
That was the concept. When
Yeah.
we look at, when you guys or everybody are paying Spotify or Netflix, the invoice that you're getting, if you're even getting it at the end of the month, is not something that you look back and you have an AP process that you process it. How much did I agree to pay Netflix? You just, it's an expense. You don't even treat it like that because you trust the process. You know that a computer generated the invoice, and what you've agreed to pay in the beginning is probably what's there. And if it changes, you're very confident that you can access them and actually do that. So what we've tried to create is the same trust in your invoices, so that only what you agreed will actually be in the invoice, and then your clients can actually trust it and not have their AP process. Just they let your payments flow, and if there's change, they get notified. So there's complete transparency, and you're not sending your clients to work in order for you to get paid. And this is what we're doing now. We're sending them to work, we're sending them to validate stuff that we talked 3 months ago, and then it's just, it goes down from there. So automating it makes sure that there's no late payments, there's no revenue leakage, and more than anything, you're not wasting really, really expensive time doing it. It's efficient. So.
And what the other thing that I think is important to mention too, just as we're wrapping up, is it's a pay-per-use service, which is what I love as well, because there are, so many other apps out there that we are paying so much for, and this is a pay-per-use. So if we, just rate start to the end, we're not paying for the proposal, we're basically paying for every payment that's collected, so all the rest of that is covered. So that's really going to help bring your fees down, as well as the time processing, because it is so much quicker. It is such an easy system, very easy on the other end. We've heard great things from the clients that we've already invoiced on it. So yeah, so that's great.
For us, it was critical to align ourselves with our clients, meaning with you guys. So there's no minimums, there's no subscriptions, there's no percentages. It's a flat $5 fee when you get paid, meaning if it's a $1,000 invoice, we'll pay $995. So it's completely free until you have money in the bank. And what we see is that you don't need additional software. So you don't need signatures are already inside, the billing is inside, the dunning is inside, everything is included. And it's only being paid when you're being paid. So there's complete alignment of interest. There's no need for a merchant account, and more than anything, it saves a lot of precious time.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What we're aiming for. Awesome.
So just as we wrap things up here, you guys don't have a booth here, but you are here. Look for the anchor shirts. Talia, one of the team members, will probably be with me most of the time, or a lot of the time, and if not, I know where she'll be. So just look for the anchor folks walking around, look for me walking around. We'll make sure you get connected, and they do have a suite that you are scheduling demos as well too, right?
So whether it's on the conference or down the line, so we'd love to have everybody. And we're giving away chips, so it's important to gamble while in Vegas, apparently.
There we go. And then also, they are a puppy sponsor, So watch out for the puppies. Yeah, because somebody will have one of their 2 puppies, I think. 2, or I'm not sure exactly how many puppies. Leanne knows that, but so there will be puppies around, and of course the puppies are completely free to you because they have paid to sponsor them. And for each of the puppies, there's all we ask you to do is just a little bit of social media as a thank you for them, and $50 is going to Beagle Freedom Project. So thank you very much for that as well. That's per puppy as well. Okay, so just as we wrap it up, is there anything else you wanted the audience to know?
Just, I'm wishing everybody, regardless of you joining us or not, I want, really, this is part of our mission for you to succeed in your business. And if we can be part of your journey, we'd love that. So
awesome.
That's it.
And for those folks that aren't here, sayanchor.com is the website.
Yes.
So make sure you look that up, and then we'll make sure that that's listed on all of the posts as well. All right, well, thank you so much, Omry.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and thank you for coming, and that's great. And have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you on the floor.
Bye.